Hello, I'm Chris. I'm going to be walking you through a really quick tutorial on how to set up GNS3 to interface with VirtualBox so that you can have virtual routers interfacing with virtual nodes of some kind, be it Windows XP, Ubuntu, or otherwise, whatever tickles your fancy. Um, my application for this in the future will be to use Windows XP and to have IP communicators on them so that we can use our virtual routers as call manager express boxes and we can make virtual phones ring. And that's awesome for me. And if you're cool, you think that's awesome too. But I won't get into that. So let's go ahead and start with VirtualBox. Now you can download GNS3 and VirtualBox free from the internet. You know where the internet is, right? I'm just kidding. Google VirtualBox. It's by Oracle. You can download it. And it's just straight out. It'll look just like this. GNS3 download, there is a bit of configuration you have to do. I should put up a video somewhere in this area that you can click on and learn how to configure GNS3 if you've never done this before. The first thing we're going to do is set up VirtualBox. So we do that by clicking New. And it's almost a brain dead installation. We're going to name it Ubuntu. Hit Next. 512 megs is fine. Create a new hard disk. Dynamically expanding is fine. 8 gigs, that's fine for what we need. It's asking me, oh, it says it's already been used. That's because I've done this before. We'll change it to Ubuntu 2. Hit finish, it creates it. And, well, excuse me as I do that again, but with a different name. I've confused it. We're going to call it Linux, but we're going to tell it it's Ubuntu. There you go. I didn't clean it up properly when I messed up the last round. So now we have it, and there's two things you have to configure. One of them is important, the other one's very important. The important bit is you have to click on the little storage bit, and you click on this little empty CD, and you click on this little CD icon, and you want to browse to whatever your ISO file is. I've already used it, and so mine's here as it's remembered, so I'll just click that one. Then you hit OK. Then you want to scroll down and click on this network portion here. This will bring up a screen where you can change your network configurations. And while all of these do different things, the one we're looking for is host only adapter. And what this will allow us to do is it'll give something for GNS3 to point at in reference as this VirtualBox. So hit OK, and with that we can go ahead and hit start and let it do its magical thing. In GNS3, drag out your favorite router. I prefer 3700s because I've had the least amount of problems with them and I can put voice IOSs on them. And then drag out the cloud. With the cloud, you want to right click on it and do configure. Go to the cloud, the C1 submenu, and the network interface output, or NIO Ethernet. I'm not entirely sure what NIO stands for. You want to make sure that you pick the Sun adapter that was created for your VirtualBox. So you do that, hit add, make sure you hit add, and apply, okay. And then we can go here, connect the two. Pretty simple so far. Hit this giant play button and things will start to whir up. And while that's happening, we're going to watch Linux turn on. And we're about to hear a cool noise probably. Maybe I was kidding. Oh no, we hear the cool noise after I hit a button. It's almost done. It's going to ask me if I want to install it or try it. Trying it is effectively using it as a live CD. So we obviously want to try, and coming soon will be that magical noise. I promise you it's coming. You'll hear it echoing throughout my apartment. Go, go, go. It's taking its sweet time this time around. Are you ready? It's gonna happen. I told you. I wouldn't tell a lie to you. Anyway, moving on. Ubuntu is now loaded. The first thing we want to do is go into accessories and check out our terminal. We're going to run ifconfig and figure out what our ETH0 interface is set to as far as IP address goes. Right now it's 192.168.56.101 with the /24 mask. That's fine. Now we can go in here and run our router's console, which should be done booting. We can go and configure everything it needs to. First thing being its FA00 interface. We'll make it 102 with a /24 mask. No shut it, exit, line VTY04, password Cisco, spelled correctly, log in, exit, enable, Cisco, and that'll do it. So now, if this was configured correctly, and I did the telnet bit so we have something to toy with later, we can ping 192.168.56.101, fingers crossed. The first one might fail, because that's do ARP, and then the rest of them work. Okay, so now I should be able to go to VirtualBox and ping 192.168.56.102. And look, there they are. So right now I have my virtual Ubuntu host communicating with my virtual router. That's pretty cool. But let's take it a step further, and let's telnet to our virtual router from Ubuntu 192.168.56.102. It's password Cisco. Enable. Check it out. I can type. Obviously I can't type right now. So I can run commands and do stuff from here as I could. So the potential is obviously there for full connectivity of whatever virtual host you want to communicate with whichever virtual network you want. And this could just be, you know, the computer's connection to a switch, which connects to the routers, which connects to a frame relay circuit, which has dial peers, which has a call manager expressed on one of those routers somewhere, and you can just make it all sorts of complicated. And I love complicated, especially when it's free, and it's free learning, and I wanted to share that with you. Hopefully I didn't speed through that too quickly. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in a comment, Twitter, or you can go ahead and get on my blog and put a comment there. If you have a specific request for a new video, please let me know. I will be glad to try and do it. My next one will probably be applying this more to voice and making IP phones talk to each other over GNS3. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you are too. Have a good night, you guys. I say night. It's night for me, so have a good whatever it is for you.